Ain't about your bread and I can't fuck with ya. I thought you was 100, but you showed me 50. You said you was gonna ride, huh? And the coupe that's parked outside, that bitch looks so expensive. I bet it cut your eye, huh?
What the fuck going on, man? Hey, we got Kevin Samuels in this bitch, you feel me? Look, I agree with almost everything that Kevin Samuels has said, you feel me? So yeah, what happened to the vid, bro? No kill.
Coming from the church, you know, if you were in the 60s and you got pregnant, they would send you from Oklahoma up to Chicago and all of a sudden you came back with a sister. But now I see the same women going into the church, coming in with 2 kids by 2 different men, pregnant with another, but they sit on the front pew right here and the pastor shouting them out. I'm like, we've taken away consequence, we've taken away judgment. And also men have left the church because they're like, this is not right. So you have women being fed what they want to hear to keep them buying books, paying tithes, and all this other kind of stuff.
That's crazy.
But the men aren't in these places because the men say, I don't want this. You can do that. You want to have children, that's fine, but I don't want to pay for another guy's kids. And now the women who find themselves in that position are like, well, wait a minute, this is cool 3 years ago. No, it really wasn't. Guys just couldn't say anything because if you were in a position to have a platform to say something, you'd be deplatformed.
Mm-hmm.
This has only been something that's been all right to talk about in the last under 12 months.
Right.
So make hay while you can, right? Because it's the reality, and more women are starting to realize that if you do have kids, okay, understand, what that effectively does is it reduces your overall marketplace value. And don't get mad at the market, just adjust. Just adjust accordingly. It's not a death sentence to say if you have kids, but it does mean that it's a different mating calculus. And women have this mating calculus too. If you don't make a certain amount of money, if you're not a certain race, height, look, junk size, car, y'all have a calculus. Ask a typical woman what she wants in a man, she'll write War and Peace. Ask her what she's going to bring to the table. It doesn't even fit on the back of a stand. There's a problem there. There's a problem there.
There was a video that went viral on somebody's podcast or show, and I can't remember the actual name of it, but he asked the co-host, the woman on the show, he asked her, like, could you date a guy who was making, I forget what the number was, like $150,000 a year? And she goes, maybe if he's selling drugs on the side or something.
Yeah.
I was disturbed. I'm like, that is the worst thing. And she said it like she wasn't joking, which really pissed me off.
Did she have a short haircut?
I think so, yeah.
I want fast money. I need that fast money.
Right. And you want a guy who's going to be risking 20 years in jail for trafficking cocaine? And you think that's cute?
And that's the thing, too. Like, coming from where I come from, like, guys will take penitentiary chances every single day to impress other women.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I know guys who had good chemical engineering jobs who were trafficking narcotics. I'm like, you got a master's in chemical engineering, but you decided to be an H dealer? Why? Because of the clout.
Mm-hmm. Quick money, too.
All right, bro, this is nuts. So when you hear women saying that, I don't want no... And that's what really pissed me off. When I started hearing, and I don't want to mention any other content creators, when I heard women saying, I don't want no 9-to-5 guy. I need a guy who has an entrepreneurial mindset to match my flow. And I'm like, you just gonna shit on every man that works?
Right.
I got a real freaking problem with that. Yeah, I sit in an air-conditioned office and make deals, but I come from salt-of-the-earth, hard-working mother effing people, and you just, no.
You ain't good enough.
Right.
And because at some point, that will be me. Because it keeps going. Where does it stop? And no one could tell these ladies that you're saying, I want a man, and she has, would you like a man to work at the bank? Well, yeah, but, and whatever. Maybe if he was hustling, do a little fraud or something. But okay, let's just say he did all that. He did all that to get you. Then when he goes away and get his Goodfellas sentence, you gonna stay down?
Bang, bang.
You gone.
Bang, bang.
Gone. You are gone.
She's out of here.
Not even gonna wait a week.
You ain't gonna stay, Lord. You ain't gonna stay down to Wee Bay. You're gonna be gone. It's a Wire reference, by the way.
Classic show.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. Like, and you got to wonder where this sort of mentality came from, or where the idea that having a 9-to-5 was a bad thing, that working was a bad thing, is just this really sort of disturbed mentality. Like, yes, it would be nice, like, of course, a lot of women would like to date a guy who owns his own business, sure, but they're not discounting there is how great it is to be able to go home at the end of your 9-to-5 and not have to be thinking about the business 24/7 like I am.
Yes.
Not to mention that having a 9 to 5 is, you know, like I look at AD, like we brought him on, he starts doing podcasts with us. It's helping every other area of his business. At some point, maybe he could start a completely separate business from what he's been able to accomplish on here. A 9 to 5 is nothing but an opportunity to help you get to the next level.
See, one of the things that's gonna piss women off is because men are much more numerous. We have to get into the numbers. We're cost benefit calculators. If I go over there to take down that the water buffalo, he's big. I may get him, but if he hits me with that tusk, I'm out, or I break something, I'm dead. There's a rabbit. There's not as much meat on there, but that rabbit ain't gonna take me out. I'm a little tired, I'm gonna fuck with the rabbit. I'm gonna snack on your ass, and then I'm gonna come and get your ass in a minute while I get my boys. We laugh because we understand, because if I do that right now, I'm gone, because there's no one coming to get my back. Men have to run these numbers. So what I find is women often say, I just want the water buffalo, go get it. Wait a minute, do you not understand that's a different risk? So I want it.
Right.
And I mean, and I've had water buffalo before. You some kind of punk, why can't you get water buffalo? Pussy. It's like, wait, hold on. You were eating berries at your house. I can bring you rabbit, which is better than berries. Rabbits and berries may be pretty good. Tricks is for kids. But this motherfucker, you want me to go get this. And you want me to go.
You boss.
You want me to go get this thing. Why? To prove to you what? And when I do that, and if I miss, are you going to help me back to health? Nurse me back to health? No. You're going to eat them berries and go find somebody else to go. No. And that's what they tell these men. I'm like, what are you telling the guy? You want to do fraud to do what? To get you $50,000 to do what? Just because I need it. For what? But it's because you've had this, and I hate to use hip hop and that stuff as a culprit, because we came to lie from hip hop. But you know, there has been a market change from the message to the watches and the cars and this and that. But average people used to understand not everybody got a AP watch.
No cap. Hey, Larry, God bless you. I need I'm finna see ya, bro.